Hello YouTube, this is Animal Mother. In this video I want to show you my semi-DIY built shop cyclone dust separator. Why semi-DIY? Because this white part here, the actual cyclone part of the cyclone separator is bought and not homemade, and some people do make those themselves, so it's semi-DIY. Okay, a quick overview for you who are not familiar with cyclone separators. A cyclone separator is a piece of equipment which is put in between your vacuum and the end of your hose, which separates particulate from the air and puts them in a separate storage container or somewhere else, but it doesn't transport them to your vacuum. The air, this is the intake. Air with dust or wood chips or whatever gets thrown in here, gets in this this circular thing, gets put into rotation and is thrown downwards into the container. The upward part here goes to the vacuum, and this contains just very fine dust and the air itself. So all the heavy stuff that would build up or that would get transported into your vacuum gets into this container down here, keeping your vacuum free and running much longer without having to change filter bags or something. So this is the dust captain. This is a German, I say copy of, I think the American equivalent would be the dust deputy, I think. But this has metric fittings, so I chose this because I live in Germany, and it's much easier to find the pipes that fit on this. It comes with two couplings. You can see, I think you can see those white parts in here. Those fit snugly inside a 50mm HT pipe into this angled part I used here. Same up here. There's a adapter inside there, and the HT pipe fits snugly on this. The part I actually DIY'd were the container down here and the pipe fittings, because my Starmix shop vacuum doesn't have either 50mm couplings or anything that fits with those pipes out of the box. So what I did on the upper part here, I used Gorilla Tape to enlarge the diameter of this coupling so that this would fit on top of here. And it does so very, very nice. There's no wobble, it's right on there. I did the same thing for the lower end, which attaches to the vacuum. Let me just adjust the camera so you can see that. Okay. Okay. What we're talking about is this part here. This is also Gorilla Tape, wrapped just enough so that this, where the hose usually goes on my Starmix vacuum, can fit in there just so. It's a bit snug, but not a problem. You see, it slides right in there, and because I wrapped this, let's say diagonally, it's bigger towards the end. There's an almost perfect fit on there, and there's minimal pressure loss. So, it's now fully set up. This would go on either something like a vacuum, regular vacuum brush or something, or a machine you wish to vacuum or create suction on, like a sander or like a small saw or something. And all the heavy wood chips or wood grains, whatever, would get put through the pipe, through the hose, into the upper part of the vacuum, here, would get thrown into the storage container, and the rest of the very fine dust would get, just the very finest of dusts would get into your vacuum. Okay, one thing I forgot is actually the storage container. Let me show you. This brown stuff is KT pipe. This is, I think, in Deutsch it would be Kanalrohr kind of stuff. This is very, very basic pipe, and I used this for one thing because I had it, and second reason, it's very, very resistant to low pressure. Because when the vacuum's turned on and you plug this, it creates a near vacuum in the container, and some containers, like thin-walled metal drums or something, implode because all the air is sucked out, and the low pressure inside the container actually pulls the walls inward, and crushes the container from the inside. This stuff doesn't care. I plugged this multiple times for testing and while vacuuming. Doesn't care. And this is just attached like this. Okay, this is a hole in the nearly right diameter for the 75mm lower coupling of the Dust Captain, because this is a 76mm hole, because the DIY store where I usually go only had 76mm hole saws, and I did not want to wait 1 week while I ordered the right 75mm hole saw. But 2 wrappings of Gorilla Tape, and we're here, and we're in business, and this fits. So, for all of you who think about buying the Dust Captain and have a Starmix vacuum, I hope this video gave some guidance as how to attach those. I know it's not the nicest way of doing stuff. Gorilla Tape is usually, this is actual Gorilla Tape. I ordered this because I like it. It's usually not a sign of the highest quality of DIY work, but in this case I just don't care. It works, and it's easy to do without any machines. So I hope you've gained some insight into how to attach the German-made Dust Captain to the German-made Starmix with German-made 50mm HT pipe. So, in this case, hope you're informed, and good day.